హాయ్ వెల్కమ్ టు TV5 నేను రాధిక. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చే సినిమాలకు అసలు లాంగ్వేజ్ బ్యారియర్సే లేవండి. ఏ సినిమా అయినా సరే ఇప్పుడు ట్రెండింగ్ అంతా కూడా మారిపోయింది. ఇంకా మనం టాలీవుడ్, బాలీవుడ్, కోలీవుడ్ అని అనుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదేమో, ఇండియన్ సినిమా అనాలేమో. సో అలాంటి కేటగిరీలోకే వస్తుంది వలీమై మూవీ. సో ఈ మూవీలో అజిత్ హీరో అండ్ ద బ్యూటిఫుల్ అండ్ గార్జియస్ హ్యూమా కురేషి ఇస్ ద హీరోయిన్. సో వినోద్ డైరెక్షన్లో ఈ మూవీ వస్తుందండి. 24th ఫిబ్రవరిన రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. సో ఈ మూవీ గురించి మరిన్ని విషయాలు మనతో మాట్లాడడానికి ప్రస్తుతం మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు ద మోస్ట్ గార్జియస్ లేడీ హ్యూమా కురేషి. సో తన పాత్ర ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది, సో ఈ మూవీకి సంబంధించి ఇంకొన్ని విశేషాలు తన మాటల్లోనే అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ డియర్.
హాయ్, హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
యా ఐఎమ్ గుడ్. సో ఇట్స్ సో నైస్ ఆఫ్ యూ. నా పేరు తెలుసుకొని you called me with name and asked me how are you. Thank you so much for that.
I was just asking someone, that's all. It's such a big deal. But nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. So how about congratulations, and finally your movie is releasing on 24th Feb. So how are you feeling?
Very good, very excited. It's a very important film and I'm very excited to be associated with Valmai. And of course, Ajith sir, was always a dream to work with him.
ఈ మూవీలో మీ రోల్ ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది, అండ్ డూ యూ నో ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ వలీమై? వాట్ ఇస్
ఇట్? మీన్స్ పవర్. ట్రాన్స్లేటెడ్ ఇస్ పవర్.
యా, అండ్ పేరుకి తగ్గట్టుగానే ట్రైలర్ కూడా ఇట్స్ లైక్ పవర్ ప్యాక్డ్ మూవీ. యా, తెలిసిపోతుంది ట్రైలర్ చూస్తుంటే.
Well, yes, it is. You are very rightly said. It's a power-packed film. It's got some amazing action, and I mean, if I can sort of say this, I mean, it's probably some kind of action that we've not seen really in India. Yeah. And I'm also doing a little bit of action, so it's a lot of fun. And I think audiences, I mean, across the country, not just in the south or whatever, I think all over the country will really sort of relate to this film and relate to the emotions of the film and the action of the film.
What are the elements you expected when you heard about the story first time?
Well, when I first heard the script, Mr. Boni Kapoor, I was in his office, and Vinoth, our director, was there, and also Anuji, she was the head of costume for our film, and she's responsible for how I'm looking in the film. I was called, and I was narrated the script, and I really enjoyed it. And especially I enjoyed my character a lot because I've never played such a strong character, a cop character, and I thought it was very different and very refreshing. Like normally, when you have such a big action film, you normally don't see women doing, something in the ongoing investigation. But I'm very much part of what is going on screen.
Ajith sir and both of you are playing cop characters in this film. So this is the first time you are playing the cop character?
Yes, the first time I'm playing a cop character, first time working with Ajith sir.
Yeah, so how it feels when you worked with Ajith sir?
Well, lovely. He's such a thorough gentleman, and one always feels that you don't know ever what to expect from a co-star. But I think Ajith sir, I've been a huge fan of his films and his work before this as well. But when I got a chance to work with him, I realized what thorough gentleman he is, and how equal he is, how he treats everyone the same way, and how he has such a lovely, respectful and endearing way of talking to everybody. From like everybody, somebody could be an actor working in the camera department, or could be serving coffee on set or tea on set. He has the same very humble and very nice attitude towards everybody, and I really respect that about him.
So what is the basic storyline? It's actually about, we could see in the trailer that it's about violent bikers, and it's in between it's police and also the violent bikers.
For that you will have to see on the 24th of Feb what the film is really about.
I expected this answer, but just
why are you asking me a question where I'm not going to answer? Somebody asked me the other day about my character name. I'm like, I cannot tell you my character name also. You'll have to watch the film for
That's why we are asking about the basic storyline.
Yeah.
And so what about other important roles? And this Tollywood most handsome guy Karthikeya is also acting in this film. So tell us about
Karthikeya is very lovely. He's playing, of course, the main antagonist in the film, and he's done a very good job. And I think what he's done for the role is, I mean, you've anyway seen glimpses of that in the trailer, but he's taken his performance and how he's played this character to another level.
Okay, so ఈ మూవీలో యాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఏమైనా డిఫికల్టీ ఫీల్ అయ్యారా? అండ్ యూ హ్యాడ్ టు టెల్ తమిళ్ డైలాగ్స్ అండ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ బ్యారియర్ వాస్ దేర్?
Yes, it is hard, when you're not acting in your mother tongue. Yeah. I mean, I grew up, and when I was young, I used to study both Hindi and English. But
you're from Delhi, right?
I'm from Delhi. From Delhi, and my mother's Kashmiri, so I don't have I didn't have, while growing up, access to any of the South Indian languages actually. But as I grew up and I started watching more and more films, I realized that, oh my God, such amazing films, you know, sort of originate from this region. And now, of course, you know, I've done 2 Tamil films. And I really enjoy working over there. I really enjoy the films. But yes, every single time I go for a shot or I'm called for a film, I'm just a nervous wreck. You know, my hands are shaking and I'm studying the whole night, almost like prepping for an exam.
Tell us the other important roles in the film, apart from you, Kartikeya and Ajith sir.
Who all did you see in the trailer?
Trailer, yes, mostly I could identify 3 of you.
Yeah.
You 3 are the lead roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about other lead roles in the film.
This is what I'm allowed to tell you. You are trying to get information from me. It's not going to happen.
Very smart. Okay. Straight Telugu movie, మేము ఎప్పుడు ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు మీ నుంచి?
Fingers crossed, maybe soon. I don't know. I have, of course, like over the years, there've been some conversation with the other about some Telugu film, and I really enjoy films from here. But I don't know when the first Telugu film is going to happen.
So do you watch Telugu films usually?
I do watch Telugu films. I mean, recently I saw Pushpa, which I thought was wonderful, and I really, really enjoyed it.
So action movie kada, comedy track and dance ki ఎంత వరకు స్కోప్ ఉంది ఈ మూవీలో?
I think yes, there's a lot of drama in the film, I would say. A lot of emotions, a lot of family emotions that a lot of people I feel will identify with. So there's that, there's of course action, and the action is, again, you know, there's a sequence we shot in Russia, which is quite big. Okay. You know, and I remember when we were filming for it as well, there were a lot of issues because originally that sequence was planned for in Spain, but we could not get permission to shoot over there because of the pandemic.
Okay.
And then eventually we ended up shooting that particular bike action sequence in Russia, and it's come out beautifully. I mean, Ajith sir, as we all know, likes to do his own stunts. Okay. You know, he does not really rely on a body double, so I'm sure like he really had a blast working on this sequence.
Okay, tell us about this Vinoth sir's direction.
So the first meeting I was telling you about that happened at Boni sir's office, I kept talking, you know, and Vinoth sir didn't say anything. So when Boni sir was dropping me to my car, I said to him, sir, I don't think I'm doing this film. He's like, why? He said, because I don't think the director liked me. He didn't say anything at all. Okay. So he laughed and he said, no, he's a man of few words. He's not, you know, a big conversationalist. But clearly that meeting went well, which is why I'm sitting here. Okay. But, you know, as we were filming this film, I realized that he may be a man of few words, but his vision was always very clear about what he wanted. And especially for this film, because it took about 2 years to make.
Okay.
You know, so there were so many times, like even as an actor, I would forget, okay, what did we do?
Yeah.
What is the scene? You're in the middle of it, there's been a lockdown, you've had to go back, then you come back after some time, you resume shooting. But so sometimes I would get a little like confused, but as a director, his vision for the overall film and for each character graph was exceptional. He always knew what was going on. Okay. You know, so it's really, really nice to work with a maker like that. You know, and all my friends, in fact, told me, oh, this is a wonderful director and you're working with him, you know, in Tamil now, and he's made some really, really wonderful films. So I'm just happy I got the opportunity.
తమిళ్లో మీరు ఆల్రెడీ సూపర్ స్టార్ రజనీకాంత్ సార్తో యాక్ట్ చేశారు అండ్ అగైన్ అజిత్ సార్తో యాక్ట్ చేయడం, సో ఎలా అనిపిస్తుంది ఇద్దరితో కోలీవుడ్లో యాక్ట్ చేయడం?
Well, I mean, what can I say? Of course, it's wonderful, and I feel like it's a dream come true because when I started out to do films, I don't come from a film background, you know. I come from a very middle class family in Delhi, so for me, like, to be part of this business is quite special, you know. So when you sort of grow up and you look at the stars, you know, who are working and you admire their films, so when you get a chance to work with them, of course, it's like you want to pinch yourself and be like, oh wow, you know, dreams actually do come true.
And tell us about the music in this. So music director is Yuvan Shankar Raja sir.
I mean, Yuvan sir is amazing. I mean, I don't have words to describe how amazing he is, but I think, again, like his music is fabulous, and I think him and Ajith sir have a long and a good association, and they've done some wonderful work. Actually, all of them, even Boni sir and H. Vinoth, and you know, all of them have had, you know, they've done many successful films together. So I think with this will also be like something very special for fans.
Hyderabad, is it your first time coming?
No, I've been to Hyderabad many times before. I love Hyderabad. It's great fun. It's such a beautiful city, and the people here are super warm and very welcoming. I've always had a good time in Hyderabad.
Okay, so have you roamed around the Hyderabad? So
little bit.
Which places you visited?
I can't remember now, like names and all, but I've been to quite a lot of like restaurants and like
Okay.
interesting places, mostly people's homes.
Had this Hyderabadi biryani.
I've had the Hyderabadi biryani, the halim over here. It's quite
Oh.
lovely.
Okay. And so you in the Bollywood you acted with the huge stars, Shah Rukh Khan and extra. And in Kollywood also you acted with the stars. So do you find any difference, or what do you feel special about the Kollywood?
I really enjoy whatever work I've done in my life, no matter which industry it's been. I don't think about it like there's a difference or whatever. I feel like as an actor, my job is the same. I have to go and I have to do my lines and I have to do my character well. So there's no difference really, to be honest.
In working style also you don't find any little differences?
Not really.
So it's like same thing. So how do you find the treatment from the people?
Lovely, very nice. I mean, my first film, Kala, also was so lovely. I really enjoyed working with Paranjit and that whole team. And, you know, I really enjoyed playing that character. It was a big challenge for me because although it was my debut film, it was a big risk. I was playing a character much older than me. Okay. So I had to, you know, grey my hair and do all of that. And maybe it's not a conventional way to start, but then I've never been about conventional choices. And as an actor, I never feel like I need to, I should hold myself back. And to work with Ajith sir was always like a dream. You know, like I want to always work with him, and I didn't know if I would get an opportunity to be opposite him ever. So I thought this is it and I should, you know, use it. And it was a really wonderful experience and I got so much appreciation for that character because, you know, when as an actor you change your look and you do something different, people, you know, they appreciate that boldness. So I'm very happy for that. And even on Valmai, I really enjoyed working with Ajith sir, Boni sir, Vinoth. They really took care of me, and I think, and you know, we were making this film in the middle of the pandemic, so many things went up and down, you know, in terms of shooting. But I think they all sort of were so committed to the idea of this film, you know, and making a good film and making an entertaining film that will come in theatres.
What do you find the very special, unique quality?
His kindness, his generosity, his humility, how he talks to people. It's very simple and very genuine.
You worked as a model and also the actor. No, first time, what attracted you to become an actress?
I think I started doing theatre when I was in college.
Okay.
And then the first time I did a play and people came to me and said, oh, you act really well, or you're a good actor. That's when it hit me, oh, like, I can do this. You know, I don't know, I had like this natural ability to perform or whatever. So I think that sort of, that appreciation actually, it's like a, it's like a kick. So you want that again and again and again.
Upcoming projects?
Actually, I have a bunch of releases. Already this month I have a series for Z called Mithya. Then of course I have Valmai, which is a pan-India release. Okay. I've done a small song in Gangubai. Okay. And then there's Double XL. There is a film called Monica, My Darling. There's season 2 of Maharani. So I have quite a packed year actually.
Okay, so a lot of projects are lined up from you. Yeah, okay. So finally, why should we watch this film? Ante em cheptaru? Valmai.
Please watch this film because it's the action in this film is something else. It really is, I think, India's biggest action film. And Ajith sir is amazing, as always. Yeah. First time I'm working with him, so I'm very excited. I know I'll be watching it. First day, first show. Yeah, and it comes out on 24th of Feb. Please go with your family and loved ones to the theatres and enjoy this experience.
Yeah, so this film is releasing in Telugu, Kannada, Tamil
yes.
and
Hindi.
Hindi too. So in 4 languages it is released. Huma ji, it was very nice talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Lovely chatting with you. Thank you.
Thank you. So all the best for
Thank
your
you,
future
darling.
endeavors.